Hey guys, happy Saturday and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to talk about the female narcissist. Stay tuned. This video was a request from one of my subscribers that wanted me to talk about the differences between a female narcissist and a male narcissist. What makes them different and how are they alike? Before we get into that, I wanted to introduce myself in case you're new to my channel. My name is Jenna and I'm a psychotherapist. On this channel, I talk about a variety of mental health issues, mostly pertaining to relationships. And I would like to invite you, if you have not yet, to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. I release 2 new videos every single week and I would love it if you became part of this community. And also, if you do like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Talking about female narcissists and male narcissists. While there are some differences, there is a lot of overlap because at the end of the day, a narcissist is a narcissist. And you either have the extreme personality traits of a narcissist or you don't. However, because men and women are socialized differently, there are some differences between which traits might have more weight when we're looking at the narcissistic spectrum. In order for someone to be a narcissist, they must be high in specific traits that are related to narcissism. There are a lot of traits that can make someone a narcissist, and I did make another video on that, and I'll make sure that I'll leave that linked in the description box below if you want to check that out. What traits might we tend to see more in female narcissists? The first trait is that female narcissists, they tend to be a little more covert than male narcissists. Now, I have not explicitly made a video yet on covert narcissism, although it is on my schedule to do in the future. Covert narcissism is more of an introverted or quieter form of narcissism. It still has all of the traits, it just tends to not be as loud. Many narcissists that aren't as covert tend to come off as boastful and very grandiose and loud. Covert narcissists, they're more likely to be the victim. They're more like to be, oh, woe is me. They're more like to be, my suffering is greater than your suffering will ever be. Poor me, look at me. And they use more of this victimness or guilt to get their form of narcissistic supply, just a little bit different than a narcissist that might be more grandiose. In female narcissists, we do tend to see, research shows that it does tend to be more of a covert style, so not as aggressive and loud. The second trait, female narcissists tend to be more superficial and vain than their male counterparts. And we talk about vanity, we're talking about a trait that a lot of narcissists do have to some degree. This is not just singled out to females. We do see some differences in how vain a female narcissist is compared to a male narcissist. Female narcissists, they might spend more time and energy on their appearance. They might spend more money on flashy items. They can be very materialistic, nice cars, nice handbags. They get very concerned with their social appearance and social status, wanting to only hang around people that are as great as they are because it looks good. They don't accept aging very well. These are the people that will put a lot of time and effort and money into making sure that they still continue to appear youthful. Now, obviously, there are people that do those types of things and are into that are not narcissists. So it's beyond just being vain. So superficial, they really kind of lack a sense of depth that is above and beyond these things. Lack that depth that goes beyond skin deep. Really tend to consider things like character or values unless it's really going to be helpful in enhancing their image and appearance. Number 3, they are competitive and jealous. They have a drive to be the smartest, the most successful, the prettiest, the best person in the room at all times. And if there's someone in the group that is a threat to them being all of these things, they don't handle that well. They might try to shame that person or exile them from the group. They don't do well with what they perceive as being competition to them. Really, at the end of the day, what this is their insecurities coming out, because most normal people, most people without personality disorders, they're able to be happy when people in their social circle do well. Female narcissists are not. They see it as a threat to them. Number 4, a female narcissist is a mother, so a narcissistic mother. They tend to be very overbearing and controlling over their children. Where men, we kind of see a lot of the behaviors aimed at their significant other or their spouse. With women that have children, it can be their partner. It also really tends to be their children as well. These mothers, they don't do well with things like boundaries. These are the mothers that will show up to your house before calling completely unannounced and feel like they have every right to do so. They will intrude and try to control certain personal aspects of your life, like your job or occupation, your relationships or marriage, or even how you parent your kids. They don't take no as an answer very well when you're trying to kind of tell them that they need to back up a little bit, because they always know best. The last thing that I want to say in this video is that there are female narcissists. They do exist. A lot of the time, and this is due to there is a higher diagnostic rate of NPD for males versus females, we attribute narcissism to men. But female narcissists, they do exist. They're real. Another misconception that I want to make sure that I state in this video is that female narcissists are less destructive than their male counterparts. Absolutely not true. Just because female narcissists tend to, not always, but tend to be a little bit more covert does not make them any less harmful than male narcissists. Female narcissists, they still are emotionally abusive. They can still be extremely destructive because it tends to be a quieter presentation. Sometimes this can actually be even more harmful, because when you try to reach out for help, people in your life might be like, what? They're so quiet. They seem so reserved. I don't ever see them yelling at you. But behind closed doors, they can cause just as much guilt and shame as their male counterpart. Absolutely. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really does help support my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss